The university has been really great to me because I've been offered a scholarship to do my master's. So I'm really grateful. And apart from that, or moving away from that, they have been a support. They have been a rock for all of us. So they provided, various things for us to use in our studies. So it's been really good.
Over the years, I have conducted probably more graduation ceremonies than I can count. But I never, ever tire of doing so. And why is that? Because you cannot beat the look of happiness that you see in everyone's face. But the very fact that the people here today are graduating speaks to their commitment, to their resilience, to their determination. And I pay tribute to you for all that you have done, even in the most difficult of times. Take with you a sense of solidarity and a burning desire to leave the people around you better off as a result of your presence. At the same time, keep a place in your heart for the University of Sunderland in London and talk proudly of your time with us. By the authority vested in me as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Sunderland, I now formally admit you to the degrees for which you have been presented today. Many congratulations to one and all.
This is a unique program designed for business management students, fresh from undergraduate programs, and they want to enhance their knowledge and skills and wants to get a perspective of postgraduate level qualifications. So straight from that undergraduate experience, they can join MSc International Business Management program.
So most of the assignments and the seminars that we had and the workshops and everything is basically having to put all the things that we're learning in class into practice. Following the masters, I'm not leaving the masters confused, neither am I leaving the masters not knowing what to do. I've gone through a couple of modules and I basically know the next steps I'm supposed to take, and when I'm going into any organization, I'm not going to be speaking from the point where, oh, I've read this, I read it. No, it'll be a case of I've been able to put this to practice, and then I can put one or two things together to say, you know what, I've got this.
We try to offer students examples from the industry and business problems that students need to solve. As we know, in business there is no right or wrong, so anyone can come with a different solution. We try to improve and enhance the skills in terms of problem solving for students, and also communication skills is very important, and team working as well. So many of our activities are oriented around team working. We try to be as inclusive as possible. And what I always say to my students is to try to mix and mingle and collaborate with people from different backgrounds.
Students have the opportunity to work with a real business and identify a problem within that business, and then wear the hat of a business manager, wear the hat of a consultant, management consultant, and develop solutions for that, and finally pitch that solution.
My advice is, again, I stress on, in a business world that is constantly evolving, change is something that is always happening. We design our modules, our programs, we always seek for ways to improve. Student voice, student feedback is something we take very important within this community. So I'll say to students, if you want a place where you'll be heard, if you want a place whereby your suggestions will be taken into consideration, where your needs are considered, this is where you should be, because we designed a program to prepare you for that global business world that is constantly changing, that is constantly evolving, with innovative ideas, with instructional design that are very effective, that are creative, that prepares you to be able to compete externally when you go out there, depending on whatever you choose to do, to be an entrepreneur, to be a manager within a global business that is already existing. So whatever you choose to do after studying this course, it actually sets you on that platform to be able to go out and explore.
As you know, tourism and hospitality is one of the fastest growing industries in the world, with ample of job opportunities and career opportunities, not only in the UK but all across the world.
University give you like a really big view of all three segments, so hospitality, business management, and tourism. And by doing that, you have you can see everything around. You can see all sort of links there are between these three topics, and you can understand what you like, where we want to go for, and then once you choose, you be able to understand, okay, I want to do this in my life because university teach me something about tourism.
Regarding future career, our mentors, our tutors, they are already pushing ourselves to do new things, new experience. They are sending to our trips, to different assignments and workshops which we are doing in the groups.
We get to speak to different leaders from the industry. Either they come to the university, or recently I've been to a careers fair at a partner university and been able to speak to five-star hotel HR teams and look at furthering my career on straight after university, and that's been facilitated by the school.
As part of the program, you'll have ample of opportunities to develop your conceptual understanding about gastronomy tourism, strategic tourism planning and development, service quality management in the service sector.
I think if you're a curious person, this is the right course, because they can tell you a lot of things that you might not know. You can travel.
Coming to my job experience now, I can do that everything like one-to-one session or dealing with the customers, everything all alone, and I'm confident, which I wasn't before. This happened when I had one-to-one session with my tutors. They guided me. They also taught me the responsibilities and the job structures, what am I supposed to do or what am I gonna do with the job.
And this will be made possible by a mix of lectures, seminars, workshops, group discussions, guest speaker sessions. Some of our sessions are actually delivered on site in different hotels as well, where you got ample of opportunities to meet their own staff, like somebody coming from HR department to share their experiences with you. Next time it's going to be F&B manager, the other time it will be their marketing manager. So you'll have ample of opportunities to have experience from the people who are actually working in the industry.
The university has been really great to me because I've been offered a scholarship to do my master's. So I'm really grateful, and apart from that, or moving away from that, they have been a support, they have been a rock for all of us. So they provided, various things for us to use in our studies. So it's been really good.
It makes me proud to celebrate today because the period of time that we were studying, it was COVID, and a lot of us weren't used to having online tutors or having to engage online. It was very difficult to meet other members of the class, but we managed it and we communicated through the class rep. I was one of the class reps and it went down very well. But it goes back to 2013 when my mum had a massive stroke, and she survived, and I needed to offer her some sort of care. I did not have a clue what to do, so I thought, let me do a course. And in 2018, I had a little bit of mental health myself, anxiety, trying to meet targets, so I decided to study. First of all, I retrained as a phlebotomist and just did part-time, and I then did HND, which was healthcare practice for England, and that took me on to the top-up degree, which was at Sunderland University, where today I managed to graduate.
I would say come to the University of Sunderland in London. It is a great place if you want to have a good career. It is a great place to have a community of family as well. You will not feel excluded. You will always be involved in the university's activities, which will help you to get a job once you finish your university. Do not forget that you are making it on your own, so everything that you put in, it's for your benefit. You can do it.
This course is for students who want to improve their skills in finance and make them more employable. The course is not only academic, but it's also practical. We do Sage and payroll, and there are also softwares that improve students' employability.
With studying with us, it doesn't only prepare them to have these creative ideas and being able to identify opportunities to help the business grow. It's also helped them to be able to identify opportunities to be able to set up a business. Not everybody wants to be a business owner. Some people aspire to manage other people's businesses. So we also prepare them to be good managers within the business world, because then they will have those necessary skills to be able to work with other people to get the best out of the business in general.
You're going to understand strategy, you're going to understand innovation, you're going to understand the way that European Union works. What that tries to do really is to blend two main areas, I think. One is global finance and the other is strategy and strategic thinking. So hopefully at the end of the course you'll have a much better view of strategy and how that is supported by global finance. The opportunities could be in New York, because New York has very close links with London, or it could actually literally be just outside this door really in Canary Wharf, because Canary Wharf is full of some of the biggest finance companies in the world.
In this course, I learned on the upper level, on the international level, how the company is running. I improved my financial skills, my management skills, and I improve my thinking power. So how I can solve the problems if I'm working with the company or in my daily routine, in my personal life.
What we then focus on really is we start looking at international markets and how they've developed over the last few years. And we look at those international markets in terms of trade. So we also talk about European Union, and we talk about specific trading zones that have developed in recent years. Some of those trading areas can be described as customs unions or free trade areas, such as North American Free Trade Area. So we look at that and we compare it with the European Union. The other thing that we're focused on is currency and the optimal currency system that you'd use for running a country. Some people think that the European Union has the best system, but other people challenge that. So it's about debating what is the best system to use.
It's a university that their strategic intents are aligned with what the government expectations are. So we aspire to equip our students with the expertise and graduate attributes needed to be able to achieve the full potential with the global economy.
One of the things that we use on the course is a lot of case studies and examples. And generally we give the case studies to students. They engage with them, they discuss them in class. The assignments are very relevant to their work as well on the course. I think that they will do very well.
Students who join us from stage 1 to stage 2, they will have general business modules, like for example, personal and professional development, introduction to strategic management, introduction to HR, introduction to general business theories. So after completing first year and second year basically is advanced, studies into marketing, strategic management, etc. Then after completing all this, then they can move on to stage 3. And in stage 3, they will have time to reflect deeply upon what they have learned from stage 1, 2, and then they will have also a final dissertation where they will undertake an independent work.
We will be looking into the creative thinkings. We'll be looking into how to prepare you for the 21st century business management, how you lead a group of peoples, and especially how you make decisions in a challenging world environment. So they will be looking into exploring their creative thinking, their rational approach to problems, and also exercising their transformational leadership ability.
People just go and open a business, right? Without even analyzing anything. That's not how business works. Nowadays, the business environment is very, very competitive. Business has to do something unique to attract customers. You need the skills from business management studies. You need to be able to create a unique talent that's human resources management. You need to have those inimitable, valuable, unique resources to run a successful business, and this course provides that.
All our syllabus and courses has been designed in a way where students can gain knowledge and skills part is more applied. So our classroom activities, especially the seminars where we work with the students and we give them a live experience of the case studies, what they actually be doing in their practical life. So our seminars, the case studies, and our workshops are very much relevant what they will be doing in future.
So the core strategy that I follow for my teaching and learning is not only based on the books but also from the practical skills. We always believe in joint collaboration between the teacher and the student. It's not a one-sided teaching, it's a two-way communication, which also encourages the student for their better learning and for their better future and progression.
We believe the students are the center, and we are very student-centric. They will be the main focal point for us. We are there to help them on any aspects, but because it's a university and it is going to be their educational journey, we will be preparing them for every challenges that they face. We will be preparing them in terms of their project-based analysis. We'll be helping them on their learning and educational journey. We will help them to think critically, and they will get enough academic support from our academic support team.
Over the years, I have conducted probably more graduation ceremonies than I can count. But I never, ever tire of doing so. And why is that? Because you cannot beat the look of happiness that you see in everyone's face. But the very fact that the people here today are graduating speaks to their commitment, to their resilience, to their determination. And I pay tribute to you for all that you have done, even in the most difficult of times. Take with you a sense of solidarity and a burning desire to leave the people around you better off as a result of your presence. At the same time, keep a place in your heart for the University of Sunderland in London and talk proudly of your time with us. By the authority vested in me as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Sunderland, I now formally admit you to the degrees for which you have been presented today. Many congratulations to one and all.
The university has been really great to me because I've been offered a scholarship to do my master's. So I'm really grateful. And apart from that, or moving away from that, they have been a support. They have been a rock for all of us. So they provided, various things for us to use in our studies. So it's been really good.
I wanted to study with this great university because I want to fulfill my dreams. So therefore, I applied for BSc top-up Health and Social Care course because of my son's disability. So obviously, I apply in practice before I get the knowledge. So therefore, now I'm going to be able to help other people, same like me, who got the same tremendous journey. Today is the day, it's our special day, so let's celebrate our success.
My name is Madini Sivasubramanian. I am the program manager for BSc Honours Nursing top-up degree. This degree course is 1 year full-time degree course. This is designed to help those nurses who haven't got a nursing degree in this country, who have completed their diploma and working and having quite a lot of experience.
The university has equipped me with the different information in terms of how I can start working in England. So coming from a foreign country, I didn't know what are the next steps I have after graduation. So I spoke to lecturers about what are the options that I have, and they have fully given me some support and some ideas like these are the next steps that I need to take. So one of it was actually going to the nursing venue, which had different hospitals coming together to showcase the different trusts that they have, like basically pediatrics, adult nursing, or even other sorts of disciplines that is actually available in the healthcare. It made me realize that there was a vast availability that UK can offer to me in terms of after graduation, and with that, those are just provided by the lecturers.
This course runs only 2 days a week, which is very attractive for domestic students as well as international students, because they will be able to work and gain experience.
They have a lot of choices. So they really can go in any direction they want if they have any passion. Something very good of being a nurse here in England is that they offer you a lot of opportunities. And this course prepares them not more for a clinical point of view because they have that degree back in their countries, but it's more like from understanding the system, which is very important as well. When I came here myself, it was one of the most difficult parts for me to understand. So they will have already the clinics on their back from their countries, and we give them the knowledge about the system. So that will make it much, much easier for them to start working and to progress.
The highlight for me is I managed to graduate from my BSc course, and I'm on to my Masters in Nursing in the University of Sunderland, London as well.
The program is designed as such that you can do the whole full-time program over 3 terms, or you can possibly do an MBA 60, we call it MBA 60, 90, 120. So you get waiver part of the credits, given that if you have the right set of experience. Someone who worked in the marketing field for a period of time might come into MBA and thinking, why not I specialize on digital marketing? Or why not I specialize on managing brands, right? So we have a lot of optional modules, and we make sure that we are running these optional modules in almost every other alternate term so that students have options to pick the modules. So we have optional modules in supply chain, digital marketing, managing brands, cybersecurity, entrepreneurship. So you can see that there's a wider variety of specializations.
A model like Introduction to Human Resource Management and Talent Development is to help people, first of all, to identify the skill set that people need to do their work, and also to see the importance of people, what we call employees in the workplace.
When you talk of business, the first thing that comes to mind is running your own outfit. But in reality, it's managing your own self in every environment you find yourself. Either you're an employee or you're an employer.
My master's degree program in business management in general has given me the opportunity to learn about strategy, the markets in the digital world, how the markets work. Considering that globalization is increasing, technology is developing rapidly, so all the skills that needed to run a successful business, whether it's locally or globally, this course has helped me in a way that for me to gain the necessary skills for me to go out there, seek employment, and then I can confidently say now I have the knowledge and the skills that I've gained from my studies to run a successful global business, if you like.
Students are given a problem by an industry professional. They're not given the solution to it. They need to go away, work it out, come back to the class a couple of weeks later, deliver a presentation on their solution. Now, their solution may not necessarily be the solution that the organization originally chose to follow, but it's equally important because it is something they have evaluated and worked out amongst themselves. So we very much value the peer-to-peer learning, problem solving, and in reality is who leads who and who manages who in that context.
I think when we're going out to the real business world, we need to be prepared to solve real problems, and that's why, memorizing and learning theories won't work. What will work is that we put the theory into practice, and having those games and knowing about the case study, like the real business case study that actually happened, really equipped us to deal with the problems in real life when it comes.
Our MBA program is also mapped against the CMI Chartered Management Institute and their postgraduate level diploma for management and leadership. So if you completed our program, you will automatically get that qualification certifications via CMI.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the start of the ceremony.
Please be seated. Vice Chancellor, other members of the Academy, ladies and gentlemen, friends, you're very warmly welcomed to Southwark Cathedral. I'm Andrew Nunn, I'm the Dean of Southwark, and it's my pleasure to be able to offer that welcome this morning, and most particularly to those of you who are graduating. And it's good to see you all resplendent in your robes and ready for this moment. And what a moment it is when you've achieved so much. And I know that everyone here who is here to support you will be enormously proud of what you've done. And I remember the feeling myself when I first graduated, what a sense of achievement it is. And so that is why we love having these graduation ceremonies here in the cathedral, because it does reinforce achievement, but also achievement not just for self, but for our society, for what we can do to make our society even better for all people. So where you're sitting now, just to give you a bit of context of that, there's been a church on this site from around the year 606. So for 1400 years or more, there's been a Christian presence on this particular piece of land alongside London Bridge, which, as you know, was the only bridge for most of the history of London. And people came from all over the world and into London through this particular area, past the church that stood here, and it's been welcoming people from everywhere, pilgrims and visitors and tourists ever since. But the building that you're in now basically dates from 1212, when it was rebuilt in the most modern style known by the monks in those days, which was called Gothic. And they decided to put up a building, swanky, modern, just like the Shard of its day, that would dazzle people. And when they came in, they'd get a sense of God's presence here in Southwark. So we're delighted to be able to have you here. We're also delighted that this church, I know some of you are graduating in healthcare, this church has played its own role in developing healthcare, because one of the things that the monks here wanted to do was to help look after the local people, and so they established a hospital right next to the church. So just beyond that side, they built a hospital called St. Thomas's. And that hospital grew on this site, and then it went across the road, and then they decided to build Guy's. And then St Thomas's moved to opposite the Houses of Parliament, where it is now. But this is where St Thomas's Hospital began. And the monks did that because they wanted to help people practically with their health, with their well-being. Now, you may be from another faith community, you may not be Christian yourself, but the thing that unites all people of faith, whatever our faith background, is that we're always trying to make life better for people through health, through education, through providing for the most marginalized in our society, through generosity and charity. That is what we're known for. That is what we do as people of faith, as people who recognize the importance of God in our lives. So whatever your background, know that you are very, very welcome in this place, and that the things that we do together can actually change the world. And I'm sure that these who are graduating today, our friends who are graduating today, will be those who help to change the world, to make it even a better place for all. So enjoy this day, enjoy being here, enjoy the celebrations that will happen afterwards, and we look forward to welcoming you back to Southwark Cathedral at a future date. And now it's my honour and pleasure to be able to introduce Sir David Bell, who is Vice-Chancellor of Sunderland University.
Dean Andrew, thank you very much for that kind and generous welcome to this most splendid of locations. Thank you. Well, what a pleasure it is to be here to celebrate the University of Sunderland in London and its graduates, particularly today from the faculties of Health Science and Wellbeing and Business, Law and Tourism. And this is, above all else, a celebration of the class of 2022 who have come through adversity to have their achievements recognised publicly today. So, enjoy yourselves. When the moment is right, show your appreciation to our new graduates. And without further ado, let the ceremony begin. Thank you.
I now call upon Mr. Alan Hardy, the Director of the University of Sunderland in London, to make his presentation.
Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of BSc Honours in Nursing. Benita Tamang. Chisholm Okoronkwo. Francisca Endoa Ayompe Endo. Harpreet Kaur. Jennifer Chinwiokwu Iluzumba. Kushbu Viraj Parek. Laraba Ane. Mary Uche Uduwe. Pranali Nixon Christian. Rosar Rajesh Palmer. Susan Adedamola Adedayo. Uchechi Victoria Ejiogu. Yadini Bedasa Olana. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of Masters in Nursing. Bahara Samsani. Chika Abigail Enwala. Elizabeth Olafunto Odalate. Jason Lenau Sanchez. Jivika Nahaki. Karisma Lamsal. Margaret Opialua Kolawali. Nana Konadu Asante. Netra Kumari Persia. Olabisi Jumoki Ebenezer. Sahida Titalopi Ajibola. Sakna Tapa. Steffi John. Taifia Atali Henry. Uma Ideshkumar Patel. Wendy Joyce Arobia Owusu. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of Masters in Public Health. Abimbola Ofalashadi Akintola. Bisola Deborah Sajiloa. Akintayo Michael Shawadi. Antonina Cannon. Bismarck Otu Anim. Bridget Thomas Lynch. Chiamaka Happiness Ukpabi. Chidibile Juliet Ugwua. Nduka Okoye. Dhurmil Deepakumar Gandhi. Elizabeth Olawumai Oyabanji. Guaral Smith Bimasia. Jill Manesh Adasara. Jerusalem Burhe. Joy Abiola Olayeni. Justina Chinyere Ibe. Maureen Enwaukola. Meena Kumari. Mimuna Amankwa. Michael Amoa Enti. Mitul Kumar Maharaj Bhai Patel. Munachi Ngozi Okwuna. Noura Begum. Olawatobi Tololopi Adawusi. Raya Manoj Kumar Patel. Roya Rajari. Sandra Valeria Miller. Sanyu Linda Lydia Juko. Shamili. Shivani Anand Patel. Simran Kaur. Taha Mohammed Asad Al-Bayati. Tamina Zahir. Val Norte. Winifred Chekwubu Onwardi. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of Master of Business Administration. Abiola Adedoyin Abdul Rahman. Amaka Okoro. Aureen Asul. Aisha Wahid. Cornelia Avu Megar. Desmond Emmanuel Ogwu. Gayatri Sohamkua Darji. George Norfall. Yang Pui. Gulsinam Dogo. Ismet Nupani Budatoki. Jaspreet Kaur. Kamlishwar Malika Pavalal. Kavindya Sandaru Subasinghe. Modina Olawunwi Hassan. Ola Tukunbo Adasola Sanya. Piera Munya Geo Ingabira. Praise Moyanolua Akeju. Rinku Lathwal. Ronald Ranjitkar. Sagar Sagar. Sanal Tamampan. Surabi Jaya Suresh Kumar. Tana Mikre Robinson. Chu Hua An Lee. Tolulopi Ulawafun Maleo Edagun. Udit Kumar Sharma. Vignesh Sankar. Vivek Ravichandra. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of MBM Business Management. Faithful Corker. Tanat Sadar Jasekan. Tekla Mweta. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of BSc Honours Health and Social Care and Masters in Public Health. Bernadetta Sandra Banda. Jennifer Ukapovi Odobi. Mahalet Sayom. Enkuruam Oroekpo Uzoro. Pamela Osebonsu. Tanjida Nusrat Mutfi. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of BSc Honours in Nursing and the Masters in Public Health. Elizabeth Sergar Mendy. Fatima Bangura. Vaida Giabeng Morrisons. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of BA Honours Business Management and the Master of Business and Administration. Regina Kiesu. Janet Elizabeth Grant. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded the degree of BSc Honours International Tourism and Hospitality Management and Master of Business Administration. Petra Bernakova. Vice-Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the following who have been awarded a degree. Gagandeep. Rajmeet Kaur. Gulshan. Ngozi Emeka Amakmriro. Albin Matthews. Afrin Abdul Haq Vahira. Deborah James Abukar. Seema Ray. Ganiyat Oledi Ibrahim.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to make his address.
Well, thank you for being so patient this morning. It's a beautiful day outside, and I realise it's quite warm in here. So spare a thought for all of these people on either side of me who are dressed up very smartly, and they have these heavy robes on as well. So why don't we show once again our appreciation to the class of 2022. Well, as you might expect, planning for graduation takes quite a bit of time. I never thought planning for today would take 3 years, because we first planned to come here in the autumn of 2019 when we sat outside thinking about the wonderful day we would have. Now, you don't need me to remind you what happened after that. But despite the pandemic, here we are, all together in a time of celebration. And I want to acknowledge all of you in the audience, friends, families, supporters, and other guests. You have my deepest gratitude for all the encouragement and the help that you have given to the people up here today. And on the matter of thanks, I am sure you would also want me to, on your behalf, show appreciation to the wonderful staff of the University of Sunderland in London. Haven't they done a brilliant job? When the Dean was welcoming us at the beginning, he said that there had been a place of worship here since around the year 600. Well, the University of Sunderland in London can't claim that long in existence, but we are celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. And ably led by our London director, Alan Hardy, the University of Sunderland in London has shown itself adaptable and flexible. And at the same time, it has grown substantially, the number of students that we have. Indeed, recently, we celebrated the arrival of our 15,000th student to study here since 2012. But the University of Sunderland in London also illustrates the fact that we are a university with a global reach. We have our campuses in Sunderland, of course. We have our wonderful campus in London. We have a campus in Hong Kong. And across the world, thousands of people are studying for University of Sunderland qualifications in educational partnership institutions. Yet, although the London campus has grown significantly, it's still small and intimate enough to make sure that everyone here is treated as a special individual. And talking of special individuals, let me return to those who are graduating today. Through their time with us, we want our students prepared and ready to help to make the world a better place. We ask them to be open in thinking, outward in attitude, generous in spirit, and always alive to the needs of others. If they can do even some of that, then we will have succeeded in our task of educating them well. And a final plea to our graduates: keep a special place in your heart for the University of Sunderland in London, and talk proudly of your time with us over the years. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
I now call upon Anne Lee to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the student body.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Vice-Chancellor, Directors, Board of Governors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the student graduating this morning from the Faculty of Business, Law and Tourism and the Faculty of Health Science and Wellbeing, I would like to propose a vote of thanks. First and foremost, Class of 2022, congratulations for this great accomplishment, and thanks to all of you for being here. The past 2 years have been uncertain and unprecedented. Unlike any other generation in modern history, some of you here met your classmate for the first time through a tiny screen online. You wonder who they are, what are their story, and why did they come here. At times, online learning makes us feel isolated and disconnected. But you have persevered through it all. The awkward self-introduction, the all-nighters, the panic attack of submitting your assignment 2 minutes before the deadline. And if you are an international student like me, you must have also struggled with the constant homesickness, the aloneness, the multicultural environment, and the feeling that you're not good enough. Living abroad can be a steep learning curve, and the unfamiliarity can be scary. But you make it here to the celebration, and you should all be very proud of yourself. I was born and raised in Saigon, Vietnam, which is a beautiful and vibrant city in Southeast Asia. I never imagined myself living in London until I received a scholarship from Sunderland in 2020. It has in many ways changed my life. I'm grateful, not just for the opportunity to live and learn, but also for the diversity of the people who taught me so much about myself and about life in the UK. It is a truly humbling experience, being able to make my story a part of the university story, a story of collective greed and unwavering strength. I want to send the warmest thank you to all of our lecturers for the valuable lesson you taught us. Your dedication to our learning is truly remarkable. To Alessandro, you've challenged and shaped our thinking. Your spirit has truly inspired and uplifted every single one of us here. Thanks to all the staff, From admission, gateway, engagement, library, career, health and well-being, IT, to student administration, you make the journey a lot easier for us. You comforted us and support us in very difficult time. Again, I want to thank my colleague in the student administration team who organized this event and helped us make it truly memorable. I want to thank my family, especially my parents, who couldn't attend my graduation today. You pushed me to be the person I am. You taught me from a very young age the importance of truth, integrity, courage, and humanity. You let me explore the world, experiment, fail, and learn in my own terms. Some lessons are more difficult than others, but I've grown to become more independent and resilient because of it all. To my brothers, the thought of you alone is enough to pull me through some of my darkest day. Last but not least, I want to thank my boyfriend, who might be watching this from California. Thank you for loving me and for being my rock. Before ending this speech, I want to tell you a story of my visit to Sunderland last month with the student ambassador. Thank you, our Vice Chancellor, Sir David Bell, who gave us this wonderful opportunity. The most memorable bit of the trip for me was the National Class Center, where we witnessed a small piece of glass being bent and molded into a beautiful vase with the right heat and technique. The image etched into my mind. We might start a new chapter about life, like a small piece of glass, humble and small. But with the right vision, passion, hard work, and if we're fortunate, the continued support and encouragement from the people around us, I hope you find your way to make your own vase, or whatever it is you want, and write the next chapter of your story. As we move on to this new chapter, the University Alumni Association Network work hard to maintain contact with all graduates, so let's keep in touch through our alumni online community. Thank you all for listening, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavor.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to confer the awards on those students presented here today and those students who are qualified but are unable to be present.
Well, you have been a wonderful audience today, so in a moment I am going to give you one last chance to show your appreciation to our newest graduates. So, graduates, would you please stand? And you may put your hats or your mortar boards on. By the authority vested in me as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Sunderland, I now formally admit you to the qualifications for which you have been presented today. Many congratulations, one and all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the ceremony. Would you please stand as the procession leaves?
Well. That is the end of the ceremony. I hope you all enjoyed it. And our now graduates are excited. So thank you all for coming. And you can take pictures, as I said at the beginning, anywhere that you want. You can take pictures with us. So some of us will still be on the stage. If you want to take pictures, you can take as many pictures as you want. But please, as I stated at the beginning again, the building, or this is a historical building, very fragile. Don't touch anything. And make sure that if you have any bottles or water when you are going out, just please take it along. Now there is food outside. So once you go to the end, to the left, you find that we have some food for our guests and then the students as well. Once again, thank you so much for making this occasion a memorable one for our graduates. Now, just a reminder that if you take any food there, don't bring it into the church, please. So, once again, thank you so much for coming, and congratulations to all our graduates. And hopefully, maybe, you never know, we'll cross paths at some point one day. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you. Good luck to you all. Good luck. Thank you so much. Thank you.